think one of the key benefits of Talent by Design is that you have a unique perspective on the market, and having seen how other studios can also have implemented things that have benefited them and how that might help, other clients as well. So one of the benefits I think of Talent by Design would be that you can help assess, internal structures, incentives, but also helping to modernize studios that might need a little bit more of a restructure in order to push themselves into the next stage of their growth and development. So from your perspective, how can Talent by Design really help do that? And how does your perspective help benefit those studios?
Yeah, I mean, as an established recruiter that's worked with a lot of studios and businesses over the years, we've got quite a unique viewpoint on how different companies are structured, how they work, the insights as to what works and what doesn't, understanding how to overcome different types of problems, whether that's business development is often one. The bottlenecks that can occur, I think some of the older studios still kind of almost run on a one founder runs, there's the financial side, but the business development and the business side of things, the operational side of things, and the other runs the creative side of things. And that frequently creates bottlenecks, particularly on the kind of client management and client development side. A lot of modern studios, are moving towards more of a client services model. Why? Because it alleviates a bottleneck on the business side of studios. There are other ways of doing it. I mean, there are other studios that set business development targets for their designers, so that it isn't just relying on one person to generate, and feed the whole business, and then manage that, manage all the clients. So, yeah, I mean, as a viewpoint or a sounding board or as someone to proactively work with at looking at what model works well, what could work for your studio and your business, how do we go about correctly structuring that for you to enable success. So yeah, it provides you a unique perspective and a resource to tap into, to ask questions, to pick up the phone and say, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? Having that sounding board of someone that has spent a lot of time over the years working with different studios on different projects and seeing different things work and some fail, and providing insight in that for you. And it comes back to kind of, again, we spoke about kind of salary banding, things like that earlier. I think again, being able to ask the question, if we were to look at this, if we wanted to develop this area out, if we wanted to go and build a project management team, if we want to go and develop a client services team, what does that look like? How do we structure it? What does that cost? It's having that resource to hand, someone that will help flesh that out for you, answer the questions, talk about personality types, talk about the availability and everything else, and help kind of making sure that as you're making decisions, or helping encourage you to make certain decisions that will enable you to move forward.